It's awesome to come to Israel and to see the progress is made. Scott and I have been coming here for several years, and you can see the progress. But one of the particular stops we wanted to make was to Ariel University, because we see this as an upcoming university, one that is trying to do more research, and we want to see more partnerships with America.
It's not just any university. We're here in Judea and Samaria. Some would define it as controversial. What have you learned so far, especially about the sovereignty, the idea to have here real Israeli control?
You know, just to be able to have the cooperation, be able to have the self-determination, I think is something that sensible people would embrace. We're seeing right here in the university right now, the dean was just telling us, you have students from all backgrounds that are coming in here just trying to be able to move themselves forward, to be able to create better prospects for themselves, for their families into the future. That's the best starting point we can look for.
Have you spoken with the Prime Minister about the ideas, what's next? You know, the President Trump talks about the ultimate deal. What have you learned about what the Israeli government wants, the next stage?
You know, I think obviously, we had the opportunity to be able to visit with the Prime Minister. They were waiting to see what the current administration is going to come out with in terms of an actual peace proposal. One very positive step, I think, that a lot of people are excited are, David and I are, is in regards to moving the embassy to Jerusalem, to be able to codify that. But I think right now it's a little wait and see what the different ideas are, but I think self-determination and recognition that Israel has the right to be able to control in its borders is important.
Regarding the embassy move, why did it happen now? There were, rumors that it'll take time, but it suddenly happened.
It was a change in administration, a change in ideology. It was long enough. 50 years is long enough to make that determination, and I'm glad that that's now occurring. It was postponed. So I think this administration has certainly a more pro-Israel attitude, and I think you'll see more legislation come out of it, so that we get, if nothing else, I'd like the diplomats to be able to cross the green line. And in fact, I'd like to do away with the green line, but that's going to have to be something that this is going to be up to Israel. Israel needs to make that determination of what they want, and I hope that America will stand behind them. But this is not something that should be imposed by the American government. This has to come from Israel, what they want. Sometimes it takes incremental steps. I think moving the embassy is one. Making it move not 2 or 3 years from now, but by March 14th or May 14th. You're going to see that. And I think I wouldn't be surprised if there aren't some other announcement go on throughout this summer and fall.
Tell us about your awkward experience with an olive leaf on the Temple Mount.
But I'll probably defer to David on that. Very, very curious experience for us. You go up to one of the holiest places on earth, particularly for Christians, for Jews, Muslims say it's their third holiest site. And David had simply picked up a small olive branch and shown it. The irony is not lost on us when you pick up an olive branch, a symbol of peace. And next thing you know, I think the exact words were, "You're being detained." When we attempted to exit the Temple Mount was more than a little surprising and a little dismaying as well. That ought to be a spot to where be Muslim, Christian, or Jew, to be able to go and have the freedom to reflect, to be able to express yourself in your faith.
So what's next in terms of U.S.-Israel relations? This is a true friendship, or so far there's still what to think and worry about it?
In the American? Oh, it's solid. I don't think you're going to see it any stronger than it is right now. And I think all we do is continue on to be able to, what I'm hoping is continue to have adult conversations between all the parties involved so that they can work together and live together and worship together.
So many people know the details, but what's so unique about when you come here and you see it from up close?
I think there's any substitute for being able to see something in person. To be able to come in, to be able to talk to the people that live here, the people who live the experiences that are often just reported in the news. That's of great value, and we'd certainly encourage and will promote a lot more of our colleagues to be able to make the trip over to fully understand the issues that we may or may not have a role to play in, but it's certainly well worth the effort to be able to come here.